Welcome to Copri Records, and today I want to show you on how to record, how to mix, how to layer your vocals as a starter or as an intermediate. So to first of all, to start with, what you will do is opening up your FL Studio. Like now mine is here, FL Studio. Okay, yes, like that. Opening up a studio like that, my FL Studio, and now you can have a project like this. Let's just have a listen at it. Causing fire. Yeah, so that's a project that I've worked on recently. Yes, let's check on this. So I want to show you on how to layer vocals. I want to show you on how to mix them and how to master them. On my case here, I just want to use just a piece over here. Let's say this. From Kumpata so rahisi, yani kweli Mungu amenibariki. So that is the original vocal. That is the edited version of this vocal, and maybe we can come over here and now check on the plugins and the preset that I've done. So whatever I've done, whatever preset I've used here, make sure that you use it too for a better, this preset. You need to use it. You are supposed to use it so that you can get a vocal like this, yeah. But you should actually know on what you are doing when you are using preset. Please, if you're using a preset, and again, please, if you're using a preset, make sure that you know what you're doing in this effect, because if you don't know what you're using on a preset, like now if you have a vocal like, let's say for Lil Wayne, let's have a vocal like for Causing Fine, for Diamond, those artists that and you're using their preset, like their vocals, they sound very different. There are others who sing in like, let's say you are recording a vocal of a choir, or you are recording a vocal of a person who is singing alto. You see, you will not mix them the same as ones, or the same as the one who is singing on alto. You see, like the one who is singing on soprano or bass, like that. You see. So in my case here, let's start with the first plugin, that is the auto tuning. Like now mine over here, you can hear it. Now let's go on the vocal. Have a listen at it. Can you hear that effect? So let's first of all start on how you arrange your vocals on the mixing track. Like now, see. So this one indicates that my vocal is on insert 5, that is the track number 5. And so when you press on insert number 5, you will check that on my list over there. On the insert number 5, you can see there is nothing I've added there, but you can hear that effect. Listen, I haven't found that effect on my system preset. I have just edited it on my computer. Like now, you see, when you check it clearly, you will see that there is something that is down here that is directing it to insert another, to make sure that it is written in another insert profile or insert track, that is insert track number 50. So on my insert 50, that is where you are getting the auto tune, you are getting the Fruity compressor, you are getting the Fruity parameter equalizer 2, you are getting the Fruity parameter equalizer 2 again. So those are 2, and you are getting the stereo effect. We are having the Valhalla vintage verb, you are having the Bose, you are having the clear mass, you are having the fresh, and you are also having the Fruity limiter. Again, when you check on the insert 50, you are getting it that I've routed it to insert number 51. So again, you are getting another effect, that is the Saudi Godizer. You are getting the fruity chorus, you are getting the fruity phaser, you are getting the fruity fingers, and you are getting the fruity stereo enhancer. I will be showing you the reason for all those one by one. So to start with, let's start with the first very basic one, that is the auto tuning. And actually, when you are layering this thing, when you are adding your plugins, make sure that you are arranging them as I have arranged mine. You can have your auto tune as the first, or you can have it as the third one. And if you have it as the third one, you need to start first of all with the parameter equalizer 2. You earn the two of them, and then you can now earn your auto tuning. So let's start with the auto tuning first. You can come over there, you can check on my auto tuning. I don't know if you know how to earn these plugins. To earn this plugin, you just come over here. Let me show you with a blank one like this. You just come over here and you can add a plugin. If the plugin that you would like to earn is not here, then you can come over here and you can have such you can have more plugins, and now you can find whatever you want to add. You see, yeah. Now let's start with disabling all the plugins. Like now you can have of them like this. You can disable them so that we can have a preset of one by one, so that you can get what I mean by them. Yes, now we can start from insert 50. Now when you come to insert 50, now you can see there is no plugin, and now we can just listen to the vocal by itself like that. You see, listen.
Vimachona zake lips.
I don't know if you can hear what I'm hearing. You see, like now, let's play it with the instrumental. You will hear it will be sounding. Okay, let's go.
Vimachona zake lips.
Yani kweli Mungu umenibariki, mimi umenibariki na kabla ya hii gift. So what I miss about the vocal recording, I don't know if you know how to record a vocal, but I know if you are there, you are using your presets, you must be knowing on how to play your vocal, how to record your vocal. If you are getting on how to edit, then it shows that you have already known on how to record a vocal on FL Studio without those echo. You know, sometimes you go to record and you hear yourself back. That is you hear yourself back as you are talking. You're hearing yourself back. You know, those echo, they are not. You are not supposed to hear yourself when you are recording. So after you've recorded your vocal and you've done it like this, the first thing that you're supposed to do is you look for the key that you're singing that vocal at. You look for the key that you're singing that vocal at. That is where most of the artists, most of the upcoming producers usually go wrong. Like now on my keys, I'm using the F minor. On my keys, I know my key is at F minor. Not all vocals that usually go at that key, but if yours is at F minor or another G or B or something like those, then you need to, when you are going to your auto tuning, you need to go directly to the correct key that you've sung that song on. Then there's a very big question that most of producers usually ask themselves, and this is what I want to make it open. When you want to know the exact key that you are singing at, what you usually do is, you can't hear and just say, but there's plugins that usually take you to the right or to the correct key that you are singing at. That is, let's say like now we have the auto key. I don't know what's happening with my camera. Okay. The auto key. Let's talk about the auto key. Sorry. And so when we are talking about the auto key, you're gonna come over here and you can press the auto key like that. You can add it to the vocal channel that you want to know which key are you singing it, and now you can play it. Can listen.
Vimachona zake lips kumpata so rahisi, yani kweli Mungu umenibariki, mimi umenibariki na kabla ya
so that is my key, that is F minor, And when you get F minor, I told you mine was F minor, the one that I was singing it, you've seen it over there. When you get F minor, the next thing that you are supposed to check is on this number here, that is A for 42. You see, that is F, that is A for 42. So what you are going to do is the key that you've seen on your preset, on your plugin preset, that is the one that we seen, it was on insert 50, that is the auto tuning. This is my auto tune. You will come over here and you see it is F minor. That is why I told you mine was F minor, and that is what I did. And you have seen the one that you've seen, A for 42, that is now what we call the detune value. That is the detune hertz, the number of hertz, the hertz that you are singing at, the detune, the amount of tuning that you've done. Actually the default is usually at 440, but don't use the default one. You can use this, the 442, the one that you see there on the auto tune, because when you don't use it correctly free, you will find out you finally get that you are getting a very laggish vocal. Okay, so ours is 442, and now we can listen at it with the auto tuning effect. Let's listen.
Ukatufanya marafiki mpaka sasa penzi liko lit moto kiukweli, vimachona zake lips.
I think you can hear that. You can hear that effect, right? Okay, so the other setting that you're supposed to come and check is the amount you want to auto tune. Like now, let's go.
Yani kweli Mungu umenibariki, mimi umenibariki, na kabla ya hii gift ukatufanya marafiki mpaka sasa penzi liko lit.
Mine even if I end up to 0, it's not very much correct, and it was somehow perfect. It's what was on the key. So even if I end it up to 0, it's still working perfect. Then there's another part that is humanize. Humanize is bringing the human effect, not sounding like a robot, yeah. So actually humanizing, I usually had it up to 100. It's usually very useful. Like now you can have a listen at it.
Vimachona zake lips kumpata so rahisi, yani kweli Mungu umenibariki.
I think at 100 you can hear a certain feeling that it's humanized. It's sounding like a human being, not a robot. And then you have the flex tune. The flex tune usually come not with the classic mode. So the flex tune is it's like a format. You can have a listen.
Vimachona zake lips kumpata so rahisi.
So the flex tune usually brings it adjusts the sharpness of a vocal. You can have a listen at it. The sharpness.
Vimachona zake lips kumpata so rahisi.
So on flex tune it is usually adjusts the sharpness of a vocal. I like using the classic mode because on classic mode it is usually disabled, and it usually works smart, especially when you are on the key like now, like this. You can hear. So I love using the classic mode. And then another thing is the vibrato. You can use the sine wave. I think that's the best for singing. The sine wave is usually the best for singing. You can have it. Yes, something like that. That is all to do with the auto tuning. Then the second thing that you're supposed to come and do is check on the compressor. The compressor usually compresses the vocals that you are singing at. That is the low points and the high points. They are usually balanced. Like now you can have a listen at it like this. Now let's have it off and have a listen at it. On.
Vimachona zake lips kumpata so rahisi, yani kweli Mungu umenibariki, mimi umenibariki.
I think you are getting my point. And now on this, I would like you to save this preset because it usually, I've worked with it on several vocals and it's still working the same. So the one that I want to show you is one that you're supposed to make sure that you've recorded or you've saved your preset as. That is the Fruity compressor. you're gonna come and add a gain of 5.0 decibels. You're gonna go on and type and it to the soft. The type should be at soft, and then the ratio should be at about 3:5:1. Release and it up to 900 milliseconds, and threshold add it up to 20 decibels. On attack and it to at around 150 milliseconds. And now we can move on to the next preset, the next plugin due to time. Let's have the Fruity Parameter Equalizer 2. Fruity Parameter Equalizer 2 is one that you usually listen to the vocal where it is not sounding well, like this.
Vimachona zake lips kumpata so rahisi.
Can you hear that?
Mungu umenibariki.
Can you hear that? So when you get a point like this, okay, let's try moving it.
Vimachona zake lips kumpata so rahisi.
Can you hear that? Now at this point when you are playing your vocal, listen.
Vimachona zake lips.
You see?
Kumpata
so there are some frequencies that you can hear when you reach to this point, and those are the ones that we usually cut. So this one you usually cut according to the vocal that it has been sung. So you can't cut it the same as others are using it, so because they are not singing on the same frequencies. So when you hear a point like this, what you usually do is you come over here and you drag it down like this. Like that, you can drag it to a point where you will not end it depending on how much you can hear it. You can hear now? Yes, something like that. On the other thing is you want another Fruity Parameter Equalizer like that, and now you can play it. Now on the first one we were cutting the frequencies, and this one now we are cutting on the low frequencies. The low frequencies means that the bass, or so that you usually cut the low the low frequencies to make sure that you are not interrupting with the kicks, the drums, the instrumental, yeah. Like now let's have a listen at this. Can you hear? You can hear? So when you are cutting, this is another very sensitive part of mixing, or that is of mixing. Now let's listen at it. So what you're supposed to make sure is you're supposed to make sure that when you're adding your low cuts, or when you're having your high cuts, you are supposed to make sure that you are cutting them at around 100 kilohertz, not kilohertz but 100 hertz. You are supposed to cut it at those points, 100 to 200 hertz, because when you interfere so much on this, you'll be sounding like a robot. You'll be singing on those tutors, you'll not be sounding, or you'll be sounding very little. You will not be, when like now when you go to performance, you'll not be yelling yourself very clearly. So what I may say is you try using it at around 100 to 200 hertz for a quality vocal like that.
Vimachona zake lips kumpata so rahisi. Again,
when you're using this plugin, make sure that you have mixed it, or you have connected it to the root instrumental like this. Now let's listen, so that you can know where the beats are kicking, so that you can know where the drums are kicking from, so that you can know the frequencies you are supposed to cut and the ones that you are not supposed to cut, like this. You can hear that? Now when you mix your song at this point, you will understand that when you are going to perform, when you are having your performance, you will be hearing yourself very low. Your instrumentals will be very high, and now your vocals will be very low. So you are supposed to make sure that you balance it well, you mix it well with the instrument like this. Like that now. I think that one is perfect for me. The next thing that we are going to do is we will have our delay. I don't like using this delay, but for now let's use it because it's a free plugin also. So let's use this delay and we have a listen at it. Delay. And here, yes, like that. Now let's play without that delay. Let's listen. And here, you can hear. So the delay usually helps in filling out the vocals where they are not complete, or where there is an empty space on your vocal, on your instrument, like this. Yeah, something like that. So that is a delay that you usually and another thing on delay, what I will say about delay, you don't usually have a preset, so you need to adjust it the way that it is sounding clearly. But you can have all these other settings, but when it comes to time, you need to adjust the time. You need to make sure that the time you are running it according to the way the vocal that is doing. And when you are working on this delay, make sure that also it is connected to instrumental, because when you interfere with instrumental, you might sound clearly sweet, you may sound okay when you're working on vocal part, but when you add it to instrumental, you find that the delay time is very much, so let's have or when it comes to time, make sure that you adjust it according to the vocal that you are singing and the tempo that you are singing at, like this. Yeah, so make sure that you are adding it accompanying to your vocal, accompanying to your instrument. On the other side, the other thing that you are going to want is reverb. On my case, I'm using Valhalla Vintage Verb. This is the best. Most of producers, I know, they usually love this, but Valhalla Vintage Verb is not a free plugin. You need to pay for it, you need to buy it, you need to purchase it. But if you need one, you can talk to me, you can click, you can comment on this video down there. You can comment and say that you are in need of Valhalla Vintage Verb. I will send it free of charge. I will have it free of charge. I will send you a license. I will register it for you, because I have many licenses, so I can use one of my licenses to add to your plugin. I will send you this, and I will send you its license so that you can run it. So Valhalla Vintage, I've seen it's not free plugin, so if you need it, you can just contact me. I will have it. I will give you it free of charge. You will contact me, I will give it to you free of charge. So you will add on Valhalla. Just do this. If you have it already, just do it. Usually add it after the delay. So actually have this. You need to have this preset, these settings. On Equalizer iCut, have it at 8000 Hz. Low cut, have it at 530 Hz. Add on mode, have it at 2.53 Hz. Depth, have it at that 8.0%. Diffusion, have it at 100%. And late also 100, shape 100, attack, have it at 50%. High shelf, have it at negative 24 decibels. Bass mult, you can have it at 1.50 times. You can have high frequencies at 6000 Hz, and bass frequencies you can have them at 630 Hz. When it comes to decay, it's like the amount it is supposed to be heard. So have it at 0.29 seconds, and when it comes to the pre-delay, you can have it at 20.0 milliseconds. When it comes to mix, this now I will also advise you not to have a preset like mine that is 17.0. You just play your instrument, you just play your vocal like this, and now you can adjust it to where you can feel it is sounding sweet. Okay,
kumpata so rahisi, yani kweli
Amen.
Mungu umenibariki, mimi umenibariki.
Yeah, like this. Can you hear?
Ukatufanya mara moto kiukweli, vimachona zake lips.
When you are working on the lead vocal, you are not supposed to make you are supposed to make sure that you are not adding too much of it, because the lead vocal is not supposed to be so much complicated or so much to have so much noises. Yeah, it's supposed to be like this. Mine is working most smart at around 12 to 15.
Vimachona zake lips.
So the reason as to why we usually add the reverb, that is like the ones that I'm using here, Valhalla Vintage Reverb, is because when you are using when you are singing, you are supposed to sound, you know, that it's like widening your vocal, so that when you are singing you can be heard in, like you are in a room, you know, like you are in a room, you are in a hall. Yeah, something that is good. It usually brings some flavor, some saturation in your vocal, in your mixing, you see, like now as we play this.
Vimachona zake lips, kumpata so rahisi, yani kweli Mungu umenibariki, mimi umenibariki.
Now when you listen to my vocal like that, and when I have it, let me try to hand it while it's playing, and when to turn it on and off when it's playing, and you can hear the difference.
Vimachona zake lips, kumpata so rahisi, yani kweli Mungu umenibariki,
Off.
mimi umenibariki, na kabla ya hii gift ukatufanya marafiki.
I think even by the look, by the hear of that vocal, you can hear it is sounding sweet with the Valhalla Vintage Verb on, with the reverb on, rather than when it is when the reverb is off. Like now, let's listen.
Vimachona zake lips,
You can hear.
so rahisi,
Yeah.
yani kweli Mungu umenibariki,
On.
mimi umenibariki.
Yeah, something like that. You see, it's sounding so sweet. It's sounding so sweet when you have it on. So let's get to the next plugin, that is a boost.
Vimachona zake lips.
The reason as to why we usually use this plugin, it's actually not the boost. Only I have used this preset that is called boost. This plugin is usually called the Flute Bloody Overdrive. This is usually used to add some saturation also to your vocal. Like now, you can listen to it.
Vimachona zake lips, kumpata so rahisi, yani kweli Mungu umenibariki.
It adds some saturation, and it also fills the vocals where they are not well filled. Like now, when you are singing, you know, your vocal is supposed to fill the wall system. You are supposed to feel that feeling of a wall, of something that is whole, something that is complete, you know. So the Fruity Bloody Overdrive usually assists you in that. That is in making sure that your vocal is sounding sweet than before. You can have its preset as I have set mine over here. You can have this one, the preamp, that is the preamp, the one that you can see here. You can have it at 0.1500, and you can have the Kara at 0.500, and the other one at 0.400, that is the pre-band. You can have the post filter at 2500. We can have post gain at 0.00. So make sure that you are not reducing the post gain. Okay, now we can go to the next plugin. The next plugin is usually the Maximus. The Maximus is a plugin that usually have so many uses, but on my case I'm using it to boost my voice, to boost my loudness, the loudness of the vocal. Like now you can listen to it like this.
Vimachona zake lips, kumpata so rahisi, yani kweli Mungu umenibariki, mimi umenibariki, na kabla ya hii gift ukatufanya marafiki, mpaka sasa penzi liko lit, moto kiukweli. Vimachona zake lips kumpata so rahisi. Yani kweli Mungu umenibariki mimi, umenibariki.
So about maximize, what we usually do is boost. We can boost sound, we can boost, we can remove, or we can use it to the S, that is remove the S-ing sound. So you can use maximize for many reasons, you can use it for many purposes. So but on my case here, when it comes to my preset, I'm using it for boosting my sound. And what I usually do is come over on preset, and now I usually go straight to clear master like that, and I usually add nothing more, and now I get out of that. That is the clear master. Now you can play it. Okay, like now let's go to another very important plugin, that is the fresh air. Fresh air usually earn some air in your vocal, like now this. Okay, let's have a listen at it like this. Off.
Vimachona zake lips kumpata so rahisi. Yani kweli Mungu umenibariki mimi, umenibariki. Na kabla ya hii gift ukatufanya marafiki mpaka sasa
like this.
Vimachona zake
not to sound very much as if it's you are, you know, what you need when it comes to studio. The only difference between a studio vocal, a studio song, and a song that you've recorded with your song is that a studio song is usually flavored, so you hear some flavor in it. So that is why, like now when you are listening to this song with this on,
vimachona zake
you can hear something
kumpata so rahisi. Yani kweli Mungu umenibariki mimi, umenibariki.
Yeah, there's some here, gift. So this one you will set it according to the vocal. This one also doesn't have a preset, so don't go and just copy mine, but you can do it, but don't copy mine. Just go and listen to the vocal the way it is supposed to, the way it is running. Like now mine,
vimachona zake lips kumpata so rahisi.
When it's there, it's sounding sweet. So due to time, let's go to the next one, that is the Fruity Limiter. On Fruity Limiter, this is where we usually this is a very important plugin actually in all recordings. You are not supposed to lack this, you are not supposed to miss this in your mastering, in your mixing and mastering vocals. When you are mixing and mastering vocals, you should not lack this. So this one usually helps in eliminating or removing the creeping sound. Like now let's listen at this.
Vimachona zake lips kumpata so rahisi.
When it comes to ceiling, the ceiling over here, you can see the green line over here, you see. So this one, usually what you are supposed to do on this, you are supposed to check if where the most of the vocals are running at, the tips one. Let's check like this.
Vimachona zake lips kumpata so rahisi. Yani kweli Mungu umenibariki.
Like now my vocal, it is currently leading. The part that is usually the top. Most the vocal where it is it's leaning at, it's at this point. You see, it's cutting at this point. So you are supposed to pull this one down like this to that point. You see, like point like that, to ensure that the vocal is not clipping. Let's listen.
Vimachona zake lips kumpata so rahisi. Yani
so when you do that, you will make sure that everything that is there, every vocal that is there is every vocal that is above that ridge, it is done what? It is balanced, it is automatically balanced, it is computer carry balanced, and it removes the creeping sound, because you might find that the volumes that are above this point might be creepy. So the creep means like now when you are singing, you're like, oh, you see. So the sound like that, you may find it is very irritating to speakers, even when you are at low volumes. It's like adding a very high volume to a vocal. So it's like adding a vocal to make it sound better, but now it's overdoing it. Yes, it is overdoing it. It's not doing the way it is supposed to work on. So it's supposed to be like this. You still can have a voice noise gate, noise gate is over here. So noise gate usually works when you are having like things like clicks. On mine there are no clicks. So if you're having something like clicks, so you're gonna raise them to wherever point that you are seeing them like this.
Vimachona zake lips kumpata so rahisi, yani kweli Mungu umenibariki mimi, umenibariki na kabla ya hii.
So when you come over here, you can check like now over here you can check there are these frequencies. So if you want to remove them, what you usually do is come over there, and now you can reduce it like that. You gain, that is the gain volume, you reduce it to 0. So the frequencies that are ranging between that point will not be heard. So and frequencies that lie under those, there are frequencies like the creeping, no, not creeping but creaks, that is like the mouse creak, things like those. Mine had nothing to do with that, so I left it untouched. So after that our bar is complete. So we are doing go next. So to complete with our preset, we usually route this channel to another. So like previously when it's like this, it was like this. You see that like this one is connected to the main vocal, and when you add it over here, you see it is now doubles. So you are supposed to first of all eliminate this so that you attach it to this, but this is not the case that we are talking about. We are talking about this other, the vocal 50. So the vocal 50, we detached it from the master and we attached it to the insert 51 so that we can continue in the preset. On 51, what we are going to do is we are going to have a sound decoder. This one is very useful too in when you are recording, when you are editing your vocals, but make sure that you are not adding it too much. So let's have a listen at this.
Vimachona zake lips kumpata so rahisi,
make sure that you have it at a higher volume so that you can know on how to balance them.
Vimachona zake lips kumpata so rahisi, yani kweli Mungu umenibariki.
So when you get it at A, now what you are going to do next is this.
Vimachona zake lips kumpata so
make sure that you don't add
rahisi,
it too
yani
much.
kweli Mungu.
And another thing, so the next thing that you are going to do is you add a fruity color, so to make sure that your sound is sounding somehow, you are not just mono, yeah, like this. And now when it comes to chorus, what I may tell you to do is just copy this preset. There are some presets that I'm telling you to copy, because sometimes when you go to reason at them at these frequencies, you might not add what you might not add any difference, but when you go deeply, when you have this preset, these are the best that you will ever get. So on delay, you can add it at 15.025 or something like written to 15 point something. On LFO1 frequency, you can have it at 0.45 thousand hertz. LFO one wave, you can have it as sine wave. On cross type, you can have it as process HF. Depth, we can have it at 2.25 2000 milliseconds. LFO, so all of them you can just copy these ones the way you've seen, but the stereo, make sure that you are having it at around 50 to 60 degrees. Okay, yeah. Wet, don't have wet only, make it no, so that you can balance the wet and on. Okay, yes. So I think you are done in copying this preset. Okay, the next thing that you are going to do, okay, when you're done with that, it will be something like this.
Vimachona zake lips kumpata so rahisi,
you can hear it is sounding sweet, but it's not that sweet because it's too much. So you are not supposed to want too much of it, so you are supposed to reduce it over here.
Vimachona zake lips kumpata so rahisi,
yes, something like that now, to sound something like that. So the next thing that you're supposed to do is come over here on fruity colors we've worked on. Now on phaser. On phaser 2, I will not recommend you to change the settings that you're seeing here, but maybe you can use the ambience. But for me, just use the preset that I've used. These are the presets that I've used with many vocals and they are working perfect. So just copy them the way they are. That is the mixed depth, the NR stages, the out gain, the mean depth, the stereo, the dry wet, the sweep frequency, the frequency range, and the feedback. Just copy them the way that they are. Just copy them the way that they are, and you will find something like this.
Vimachona zake lips kumpata so rahisi, yani kweli Mungu umenibariki.
Yes, you will get something like this.
Mimi umenibariki na
you will get something like this on your studio monitors or on your headphones.
Vimachona zake lips
Yani kweli Mungu umenibariki. I don't know if you can hear anything.
Mimi umenibariki na
yes, you will have something like that, but when you listen to that vocal, you will hear that it's too much. The phaser is very much. You can sing like that. When you sing like that, people will say that you're insane. Yeah, and you're not. Actually, what you need is a clear vocal, a very sweet vocal. So what you are going to do next is you reduce that one also the way that we've done to chorus. Okay, like this.
Vimachona zake lips kumpata so rahisi,
yani
kweli Mungu umenibariki. Mimi umenibariki na kabla ya hii gift.
Yes, something like that. Now that one is all about the fruity face, and the next thing that we are going to talk about is the fruity frangers. Fruity frangers like this. Let's listen.
Vimachona zake lips.
Now the fruity frangers usually gives the revolving or the rotating circulation of a vocal. It's very important, and I do recommend you to use this same preset that I've used here. Okay, so copy it the way you can see it. The weight, you just lower the weight a bit at around 13%. When it comes to dry, you have it at around 75%. On cross, you can have it at 25%, and when it comes to sprint, just add it the full of it, that is 100%. And then the delay, you can add it at around 6%. The spin, you can have it at 75%, and the depth, you can have it at 50%. The next thing that you are going to do is so you will have it like that. The next thing that you are going to do is reduce it, just the same that we've done the others. Like this. That one might sound very hard for you to hear it, but when you have it at bigger stereos, you will hear that voice. So you don't reduce it over there, it will really suck. Okay, so the last thing that we are going to do is we are going to have the fruity stereo enhancer. The studio fruity enhancer usually make sure that your vocals are not stacked. They are not like pieces. They are not like pieces put together. So they stack your vocals together, so that when you are singing together with your instrument, it is sounding as if it's one thing. It is not sounding as if you've come with your vocals and you put it over the instrument. It's not sounding as if a vocal and an instrument, they are kept one on one side and the other one on the other side. So it gives it the saturation, it gives it the flavor that the vocal and the instrument are running the same, are singing the same, are ringing the same. So when you are singing, you don't sound as if you are singing like the vocal is down and the instrument is down and now your vocal is at the top. So it mixes your vocals together with the instrument like this. Let's have a listen at it. When it comes to the fruity stereo enhancer, on the lead vocal, make sure that you don't touch any side, any effect, don't add it, because when you interfere with these knobs, you end up getting a very stupid stereo voices. Like you might hear yourself, you're singing on one ear rather than the both ears, or not at the center, you see. So let's have a listen at this. This is the stereo separation.
Kumpata so rahisi, yani kweli Mungu umenibariki. Mimi umenibariki na kabla.
You can hear it when you pan it. When you interfere with these knobs, this is what will happen. Can you hear this? Yes, on the other ear. So there is on the left. This is on the right. You can hear you are hearing yourself on one here. Okay, you're supposed to be at the center. When it comes to fifth offset, also make sure that it's at the center, because when you interfere with it, this is what will happen. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? Can you hear that? Yeah, so you are supposed to make sure that your sound is, you don't touch this. But when it comes to presets, like when you are adding an ad-rip, when you're adding something like chorus, make sure that you adjust that setting. When you're adding a chorus, make sure that you adjust that setting, and maybe I can show you how to adjust this for choruses and ad-rips or any other settings. So on this you can have it at this point at around 70 or 68 or 68, let's something like there. And now when it comes to, I'm talking about chorus, so on the pan now you can have it at it will be that is around 35%, like that. So that is for chorus only. If not chorus, then make leave it at its default state, like that. Okay, like that. I don't need to treat without the effect. Let's listen. No. Let's have it with the instant. Yes.
Mimi umenibariki na kabla ya hii ukatufanya marafiki paka sasa penzi liko lit moto kiukweli.
Now you can have a listen at the whole vocal now with the together with the instrument. Okay, you can listen to the whole song the way I've done it with the instruments. Okay, let's go.
Peke yangu, wa peke yangu, jamani wa peke yangu, huyu wa peke yangu, wa peke yangu, wa peke yangu.
Yes, that is how the vocal is now. That is how I have mixed my vocal. Next time I will be showing you how to add a chorus. Yes, how to add a chorus like this, so that you can hear yourself like this. I think it's a chorus. Actually, the reason is probably you can hear that my microphone is something, my vocals are sounding as if they are scratching, is because I've connected my system to so many plugins right now. Not plugins, but so many softwares right now. That is why you can hear it when I play this. When I play it like this. But it's sometimes yeah, like that.
Wapeke yangu, jamani wapeke yangu, huyu wapeke yangu, wapeke yangu, wapeke yangu, peke yangu, wapeke yangu, wapeke yangu, jamani wapeke yangu.
I'll be showing you how to make that chorus effect. I'll be showing you in the next video, so you can drop your comment down there. If there is any plugin that you saw me using that you do not have, or you don't have the clue on how to use it, you can just comment and I'll be checking them. Or else you can contact me on my WhatsApp through 0798 500 816. That is with the code 254. So that is plus 254 798 500 816. Thank you for watching. You can share this video so that we can share ideas with other producers. If you still have anything that you can correct on my presets, if you have anything that you feel like this is not working perfect on my vocals, then you can just comment down there and I'll be checking and I will be directing you the way forward. If you still need an FL Studio that is the software. You can still contact me. I will have it delivered to you. But that licensing, about the licensing of that software, for sure I can't assure you that I will give you the license of that. You need to purchase it. You will not have it free. You will need to purchase it. All right. Okay, thank you for watching. Let's meet next on how to make the chorus, and if you don't know how to record a vocal without that echo that you usually hear on your ears, you can still comment down there and I will be helping you on how to do it. Thank you for your time. Please subscribe, like, comment, and I will really appreciate it. Thank you.